So historically, the financial services has been heavily invested into machine learning algorithms. They've been working on this for a very, very long time. And even though deep learning has really come to the forefront, probably in the last 3 years, I would say, the financial services industry has been a little bit slower to adopt the deep learning algorithms in their business models. What we're now seeing with the banks in our engagement is that the data security is now a far more bigger concern for them than has been previously. They're now looking for the most robust, the most secure platforms that there is available in the market so that they can utilize that with the experiments that they're running. If we take a step back, until recently, the big organizations, banks included, have been utilizing patchwork models effectively. Different OEM manufacturers, different platforms, different software stacks, and they've ran into that old problem that everybody runs into, which is the optimization, the future proof of the platform, and most importantly, is it fit for purpose? When we're dealing with the banks and the financial services organizations, they're not looking for organizations and for individuals like myself to fully automate their systems. The technology is available to automate the systems, but they're reluctant currently to do it. And the reason is machine learning and deep learning are very, very new technologies. And even though the technologies are proven in certain areas, like reducing fraudulent transactions, they're unproven over a long period of time. So what we're finding with most of the organizations that we interact with, they're looking for us to augment their systems. That is to introduce automated systems which are ultimately still controlled by human users. Our core responsibility to that organization is the protection of that data away from optimizing the models and proving the solution. And that's one of the things that we always keep very close to our business relationship with our customers. So if we now were to look at the deep learning aspect of how banks are currently utilizing algorithms. So the technology that we typically recommend in this area is a system called the AC922, which is a deep learning node which is manufactured and provided by IBM. These systems are a relatively small footprint and they incorporate 4 V100 GPUs from NVIDIA. So in terms of having the ability for raw compute power to power the models that the banks are experimenting on, it sits very well within that environment. Now, in relation to the AC922, it's currently very unique in the marketplace in the sense that it is the only platform that has the technology from NVIDIA, the NVLink system, actually baked into the CPU. All of the other platforms that are currently on the market, the NVLink communication system is built within the GPU. So when the GPU is transmitting data to the CPU, you're naturally going to have a condensed bandwidth. And with the IBM technology, we're able to keep that bandwidth fully open until the last component in the processing run, which effectively is the CPU. So again, it's a piece of technology that nobody else has available in the marketplace, and it's a piece of technology that will deliver massive increases in the performance of the system. I would say that a proof of concept is not structured in a particular way. Each client has different variables and different needs. So as a result, we have to be very agile with our proof of concepts. We need to really understand the user needs, but we also need to understand the corporate needs of this platform as well. So we need to focus on both aspects to deliver the correct solution to those organizations. So in relation to proof of concepts, they're very fun, they're very rewarding and engaging if managed in a structured process by understanding all of the needs of the customer at a user, corporate level, and most importantly, the data pipeline. One of the challenges a lot of organizations face when looking into deep learning and machine learning as part of their business is it's around the compliancy. It's around the GDPR, the protection of this data. And whilst it's one thing to just go out and acquire the technology you need to run these models, there's a completely different aspect that has to really strongly be considered, and it's the GDPR aspect. It's the type of data you've got, how you're managing, and how secure that data is. And then in the future, when data protection and GDPR does change, that's going to be a potential issue for any organization. So again, the OEM alliance, the relationship with a global company that understands not only deep learning, machine learning and infrastructure, but is also able to look at the compliance aspect and to incorporate that into the family of products and services that it offers. That's one of the things that we very much pride ourselves in.